welcome and thank you for joining us.
It's a great pleasure. Thank you for invitation.
Today we would like to talk about your career journey and also discuss about gender equality, if that works for you.
For sure. That is why I'm here.
Yeah. I want to ask, what were the defining moments in your career journey that led you to success?
A lot. I can say a lot because when you're talking about success, it's never a straight path. It's a long road with a lot of obstacles and at the same time with a lot of quick wins. And the great momentum is to really catch this moment and understand that you deserve them.
Yeah.
It's very important. But if we're talking about my career and we're talking about the most important moments, I can say that my leadership journey was from intuitive one to conscious one. And I have started like a game changer, like a fighter, like a leader who is going to achieve everything based on functional capabilities, mostly, and based on my own performance. But then I understood that my role should be different. And the most important, do not think about your own achievements, but to think about the impact you provide. How do you encourage people? How do you motivate people? And how can you become a greater coach to others? Because you know that as a team, you can achieve much more rather than being alone. And when I understood it, then I decided I don't want to be anymore like alone and like individual contributor. And my purpose here is just to help others, to lift them up and to empower them for bigger results. So it was a really big challenge for me when I got the team which was much more capable rather than me. Yeah. I'm used to be the most capable, but then I understood that I am not. And it was really a great momentum for me to revise my purpose and to revise my leadership style. Do not anymore rely on my capabilities, functional ones, but rely on my leadership style and soft skills.
Definitely.
Something like that.
In both your career and life journey, I'm sure you had to make many crucial decisions. How do you approach decision-making process, especially when you're facing challenges that could reshape your path?
A lot of difficult decisions I needed to make, both in my business life and my personal one. And I suppose that the most crucial one was last year when I decided to move from Russia to Turkey, and I needed to change everything in my life. Even now, being here more than half of the year, I have, it's a joke, bi-weekly husband, so we are living in a distance. My kid, he's so small, but he needs to adapt himself to a new lifestyle, a new language, everything is new. And at the same time, I got a business which I really need to significantly change and provide a lot of transformation. So it's not easy everywhere. And there are several rules I really suppose is my guidance, my inner guidance. Rule number one, each decision should be purposeful. You need to understand for what you're going to do it. Second, you need to extend the horizon. Yes, it can be very difficult right now, but in the long run, you will achieve bigger rather than you have right now. And third one, everything should be done, but it doesn't mean that it should be done by yourself. You need to delegate. So if we're talking about challenging decisions, you should understand that you are not alone. You should be purposeful. You should think about bigger idea, which will help you to turn your dream into something real.
Yes.
So it's my inner compass, and I suppose if you're dreaming bigger, there is no any challenges, only opportunities. How to turn obstacles to opportunities, it's your decision. It's no one is going to help you in that. It's your journey, and you really need to what? To keep the road.
Perfect. Have you ever felt additional pressure when making decisions simply because you are a woman. You know, sometimes the roles society assigned to women can make things difficult for us too.
For sure, you're right. Yeah. This societal pressure and these biases, conscious or unconscious, they exist everywhere. And I felt that sometimes you need to prove yourself twice, or even maybe 3 times, in order to have a right to influence decision. I'm lucky and I'm super happy that at Mars, in our company, I don't feel it anymore.
Yeah.
And we really have this equal rights for all associates, and it doesn't matter man or woman. But at the same time, if we're talking about in general, not only about my company, for sure it still exists. And my one piece of advice is going to be like that. First, you need to learn from others and to learn by example. Because if you see that some woman could do it, it means that you also can do it. At the same time, you need to ask yourself, do you want to fight for it? Yeah. If for you it's so important, you really need to step in. You really need to take this extra responsibility to voice over. And it is only up to you. Do you want to do it or not? Yeah. If yes, there is no biases. We have, by the way, a lot of biases in our own minds. And first, we need to start with overcoming these biases. Yeah. And then, by the way, in all countries, for example, last time I watching Forbes Women Leadership Forum, which was organized in Saudi Arabia. Yeah. So it means that
biases can change.
Yes, and the world is changing so fast, and we have a lot of examples, amazing, great women who make the difference.
Definitely.
So it's up to us.
So how does March approach the gender equality in the workplace?
So first of all, 100% we should ensure gender balance in leadership teams. So we should start from the top of the pyramid. And it works like that. For example, in my current leadership team, with my peers, we have 3 ladies out of 8. In my team, my leadership team, which I'm leading, we have now 3 ladies out of 5. So in terms of equality, I feel that all doors are open, and so we have a lot of women in different positions, not only in HR and marketing as it's common knowledge. No, everywhere, even in field sales, which is not so common for women to work. And also we have a lot of internal volunteers, and we have a lot of internal programs. At the same time, we have our inclusion and diversity training, which is important and obligatory for all associates and for all newcomers. Because when we're talking about inclusion and diversity, it's not only about gender, it's also about diversity of thoughts, for example. And we should accept it. So we initiated, I suppose, maybe 10 years ago as a big program in our organization. And now I feel that it's not only in progress, I feel that there is no an issue at all.
Perfect.
Yes.
How do men feel about it?
So we have a lot of jokes, by the way. Just yesterday, when we calculated quantity of women versus men, it was a nice joke from my teammate. He said, I suppose we need to think about men leadership.
Now the time, I guess.
It's okay. The important thing is that women shouldn't compete and fight with men. Yes. Women should capitalize on our inner power. We are really amazing in emotional intelligence. We know how to collaborate. We have a great tendency, natural one, to cooperate. We know how to build bridges between people. We know how to care. We know how to support. And as all these soft skills are getting so important, it means that woman presence is getting very important.
Definitely. Just like the biases woman footballer face in the field. Have you ever encountered any biases in the business world?
At Mars, not. At Mars, not. Yes, maybe 10, 15 years ago I could feel something like that, but not anymore.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So we talk about biases, and I want to play a game
Yes,
with you,
please,
if
please,
it's okay for you.
Yes, absolutely.
I will share some common statements or beliefs about women, and you will tell me whether you think, fact or cliche.
Okay. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Women struggle in business because they are too emotional.
Cliché.
Women are their own worst enemies.
Maybe fact.
Maybe. Ah.
Sometimes I feel like that. Yeah, I will be very transparent with you.
A successful woman has always sacrificed something.
No, it's about choices. And these choices should be conscious.
Definitely. Companies led by women are more peaceful.
No, cliché. No.
It's nice to hear that. Women can't work together. There is always competition.
Sometimes. Sometimes it's like that. It's true.
Women can't park properly.
Why not?
It's not in Turkey. I know what you mean.
Sometimes I'm talking about different cultures.
Yeah. International issues.
Yes.
Women can't park properly.
You can take a look. It was amazing parking in one action.
So cliché.
Cliché.
Being a strong woman leads to loneliness. Are you alone?
I can say that it's not about women and men. It's about hierarchy. As you are going higher and higher,
Yes.
in terms of management and in terms of leadership, yes, sometimes you are alone. It's true. But it's not about gender at all.
Women talk too much.
No. Being in Turkey, it's opposite.
Right? I also think like that, actually. It's nice to hear that. Women's football will never be as popular as men's football.
It's cliché. I don't know. We don't know what will happen in future.
Yeah.
But it's the same question. Will one day Russian football popular? Looks like not, but maybe. Why still? Fingers crossed.
Female managers show more empathy towards their employees.
Fact.
Women multitask and think about 3 things at once.
5, 6, 7, 8.
So definitely fact.
Fact.
So, why do you think it's important for women to support each other?
I will tell you a story. So when I was in Russia, in my homeland, I was surrounded with a lot of friends. I was always with my family. And I didn't understand, why do people need support? You are always in amazing conditions with people around. Then I moved to Turkey and I found myself alone.
Really?
Yes, because it's just a new country, everything is new. At the same time, it's a new team. Yes, for sure, I trust them, all of them. But at the same time, I don't want to share with them my personal stuff and so on.
Yeah.
And being so far from my family and friends, I understood how it is important to have support.
Yeah.
And talking about women, and women, they do want to be perfect.
Yeah.
Everywhere. At home, at work, in the gym. Even if you just go to walk with the dog, she should be perfect. Yeah. And it's not possible to be perfect everywhere. And we need to support each other in order to help to feel this power, inner power, without extra mile. Yeah. Sometimes we just need to provide more care and more dare. So support is really needed, and it's not only about women. We just, like human beings, we need to support each other. But when we're talking about women, because of some biases and some different backgrounds and some different cultures and so on, for sure, right coaching or right mentorship in the right relevant time is needed. Because it will accelerate the pace. That is why it's needed.
Before we say goodbye, I want to ask one more question.
Yes, please.
What would be your most powerful message for women who are fighting for their places, in football fields, all male-dominated fields, actually?
Oh, it's a good question. But first of all, before the end, I do want to say Happy Women's Day. And in this phrase, there is the most important word, happiness. And I do want to make this world more happier. And small steps create big things. So each woman should understand that she's powerful. And her power is limitless. And being in a field, or in a court, or in a box classes, or at work, or at home, you should allow yourself to not be perfect. You should demonstrate your vulnerability. You should be authentic. And it will help you to feel better every day. Better every day, better version of yourself, every day, step by step, and it will make you happy. That is why it's not about fighting, it's not about competition. It's about overall happiness. And I really do want to wish this happiness for all women and for all men as well. Because only together we can be even much more happier.
Definitely. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.